everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Saints coming in at 5-3, going up against the Broncos, who come in at 5-4. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On 1st down, Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. And this is Latimer, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
First and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's C.J. Spiller. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Saints. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. The play clock's running down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run it again with Anderson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. And Latimer's got it. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on 1st down. Completes it to Norwood. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still 2nd down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ronnie Hillman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And there's a flag on the play. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 5-5-5. Kill. 5-5-4. You got tight.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. It's complete to Snead. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the defending Super Bowl champion Broncos on offense now. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in April's draft out of Memphis University. It's Paxton Lynch.
Went through some injury issues in high school and played in a heavy run offense. He was overlooked by a lot of the colleges, but found a home in West Tennessee and made up for lost time in throwing the football. A big, powerful kid. He can really fling it.
start the drive with Anderson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, 14-7 is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Again, Anderson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense, and it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
Now it's Lynch. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Taken in at the 22. Oh, the spin.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Flainer, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Flainer. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to loft one, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
Barthon for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Room here to run. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big gain. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lynch. Green with a catch left side. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Check A2, check A2. Ready. 5.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now Sanders. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Lynch to throw. Left side here to Sanders. Given 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Breeze to throw on second down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he's brought down. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Ready. Ready.
On second down, here's Breeze. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Saints defense ready to set up shop. Again here. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. After the interception, here's Lynch. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay safe into the moment and into the game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Ready. Yellow lady. 3 down. Sammy. Left. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From midfield, here's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Barth for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Paxton Lynch now, he gets set and heads back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
They give it to Anderson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down now following the run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Saints trail at home at halftime. The Broncos have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Following the forced fumble, they'll go with their run here, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Saints with the ball midway through 1. Breeze under pressure and throws the pick. It's Harris making the play to get his defense off the field. After the pick, offense comes out now. Hillman's going to stay inside after the handoff, and he'd go in for the 6-yard touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. We go now late in the first. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and he's going to go 59 yards for the score. Saints trail now by just 7. Saints line up at the 36. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Saints tied up at 14. Saints now late in the second. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Roby's in position, and he's the one who comes away with the ball. Offense out now following the INT. Lynch is on point with the throw, and this goes 65 yards for the score. Staying late in the half, pushing the lead to 10. Quick pass and completion to Cooks, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back. For this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We get a look at the Saints defense as they file into position. They're going to need to play, to be frank, more inspired football here in the third and fourth quarters.
You have to believe that the coaches at the half talk to them about hitting the reset button. Let's start over again like we're starting the game, okay?
Like you're playing a video game.
Almost like a video game, exactly. But where's the intensity? Where's the focus? Show the preparation that we had in practice, and let's put it into action.
The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a run with Anderson. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 69 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense. Still first down.
Lynch. He's got time, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. They run, Anderson, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Breeze now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Barthon for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Another pistol look here.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Let's go, baby! Let's go! All right, now, look at 56!
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Anderson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Anderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. A dump off to Anderson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Penalty marker is down here.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Oh, yeah! Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there's a flag on the field. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky pass.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Norwood's got it, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it's a second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
3 yards to go on second down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. He sets to fire deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Lynch on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And Graham's got it over the middle. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. In the backfield is Anderson. Lynch to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And some room to maneuver. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So they're operating in the red zone. Here's Breeze to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flater, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Barth for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I think that big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. Here's Anderson. And some room to roam now. And a cut to the sideline. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big-time run there by Anderson. 46 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and goal now from the 8. Handoff comes to Anderson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. That is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This will be taken in at the 1. What a spin. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. He goes underneath to Ingram. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Breeze will try again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted, because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent.
So the offense has it first and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an offset eye. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. Barthon for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing again here, Lynch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Play clock winding down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Third down and 3. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
We're waiting. No kill. Here we go. Wide. Get wide.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to sling this deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Barth for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Norwood's got it, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. A dump off to Anderson. Powers over him.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Back to throw. Finding time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Lynch to throw. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. They'll run for it. It's Hillman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints will have the football back.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Ready. 5-9.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. It's a loss of 2, now third down. I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is, and especially individuals, and how they handle pressure situations.
And then moving forward, you have the confidence that late in a close game, hey, we've been here before. We've done this. We've won this game.
There's a comfort zone that exists now. So instead of them pressing in those situations, now there's an air of confidence and calm, and then you just watch them go out and execute.
So for New Orleans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.